Hi artists, today we're going to start coloring. You should have completed everything in your checklist for this project. You have your shoe drawing, you have your onomatopoeia word, your sound word, you have some comic dots or circles to represent the pixels as we're zooming in on a comic. You have a movement shapes or lines, my lightning bolts, show that an action is happening to the viewer. And I have some bold lines. I've outlined all my pencil with my Sharpie or your black marker, and I've colored some shapes in, and I've balanced that out. I have a shape down here I've colored in black, shapes up here I've colored in with my black to balance out those colors. Then I'm kind of looking at my picture and I'm deciding I only have these three colors, the primary colors plus black and white of the paper. So I want to first look at my picture very carefully and think, what has to be one of these colors? Maybe there's water in my picture and that has to be blue, and so I'm going to start there. In my picture, I have yellow lightning bolts. Those have to be yellow. So I've colored those first, and then I decided to color my onomatopoeia word yellow to balance out that color. Yellow down here, yellow up here. It balances out that bright yellow color. Now I'm going to decide to color one of these inside shapes blue. That might not be what it looks like on my shoe, but that's okay. I'm not looking at my shoe anymore. I'm deciding and making a choice as the artist choice, what is going to make this picture look the best it can be. And so I'm thinking about balancing out the color. Now, when I color, or a comic artist colors in shapes, they do it by going back and forth, which kind of creates these lines inside your shapes when you're coloring, instead of like scribble, scrabble, scratchiness. It just looks more neat and complete. You can kind of see those lines that it creates instead of first grade, fifth grade. So then I'm going to decide, all right, I don't want any of the shapes that are touching this blue shape to also be blue. But I need more blue because that's a very large shape that I've just colored. So I'm thinking about how can I spread out that blue color and not have any shape. So I'm going to leave this shape white or color it a different color. I'm skipping over those shapes and thinking about what makes sense to add more blue to my picture. Maybe the laces are going to be blue. Maybe I should have a shape over here that's also blue, kind of spreading it out. Something at the front that's blue, something at the back that is blue, and something in the middle. So that I'm balancing out that strong blue color and giving it shapes to breathe. Okay. Then I'm going to take my red and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to carefully look at my picture and I'm going to decide what should be red in my picture. I think I'm going to make these shapes red. And now I'm also thinking about, I'm going to leave some of the shapes white. Some of the shapes will have to stay white, or I can color more shapes in black. Or I can go back to my yellow and decide, you know what, I need some yellow shapes in the shoe. Maybe I'm not finished with my yellow. The yellow and the white are kind of a nice light color for your picture, and then the blue and the red are darker. So it's nice to kind of think about blue and red as a team, and then yellow and white as a team, and really balance those out until your picture is complete. But there should definitely still be some white shapes. And as long as there's not like tons of white shapes, like this area still looks unfinished because something here should get some color. This looks unfinished, this area. But once I color, maybe I just color this and the dots, then maybe that's enough that it looks finished. It should feel finished and complete when you look at it. All right, I can't wait to see what you create.